Don't look down. A cool breeze cuts across the tree as a hunter sits waiting for his prey. In a deer stand, a few wolves run by, not even noticing him in the tree. In the distance, he can hear thunder and starts mumbling to himself. Go figure, the weather report is wrong again. A few fawns start to run by, way too small to even target. There must be a buck or two in here. Suddenly there it was, a 16-pointer, the biggest buck you have ever seen, almost the size of a moose. The hunter draws back on his bow and lines up his arrow. It was a perfect aim. He is ready to shoot. Then, in an instant, a large cracking sound filled the air. Swoosh, thud. What looked like a large part of a tree was pulled right from the ground and tossed in the direction of the buck. What the hell? Come on! The hunter silently mutters. Where did that come from? Then he heard it coming from below, a growl, not like anything he had ever heard before. Was it a bear? Slowly the hunter pulled out a small mirror to look around. All he could make out was something very large, brown and black. This was no bear, he thought to himself. Slowly this animal would go from tree to tree, growling and sniffing around. The hunter takes the mirror, moving it around, trying to follow this creature. His first thought was, could this be Bigfoot? Nah. He started thinking to himself, it must be something else. The creature starts walking to the base of the tree he so happens to be in. He can hear the heavy snarls, breathing. The ungodly growl became more of a roar, not quite a lion roar, but something that was more demonic. The screech echoes throughout the forest. Does this thing smell fear or flesh? For more than an hour it stalked the base of the tree, not touching it, just growling and screeching. Chills run down the spine of the hunter as he kept as still and quiet as possible. The creature then started howling around the base of the tree. Whatever it is, it cannot climb trees, it just tears them down. The hunter believes that this thing, whatever it is, doesn't know he's in this tree. But it does smell the flesh. After hours sitting in the tree, waiting as the silence started to engulf the forest once again, snow started falling, laying a thin blanket of white over the gray-scaled ground, pillowing the land, making it even more silent. The hunter, still afraid to look down, since he didn't hear the creature leave. Then suddenly, he heard it. Bang! The sound of a shotgun breaks the quiet, a few men running towards the tree the hunter was in. This was it! This was the chance, he thought to himself. I can get out of this tree and run, make a break for the truck. Once again. Bang! Slowly turns to see other men starting to run away as a large 9-foot creature starts chasing them down one by one. This was it. His only chance. Slowly he climbs down to see the large claw marks around the tree, also very large footprints sunk into the ground. Curious, he pulls his cell phone and takes a few pictures, knowing no one would ever believe what he sees, then makes a break for his truck. From a distance he could hear screams of men in terror, sounding as if they were being torn apart, and that same familiar howling and growling. Should I help? But what can I do? Those men had shotguns. I have just a compound bow. It would be better if I just got help from the forest ranger's office. The hunter jumps in his truck, driving away fast, then finally reaches the first lookout post for the forest rangers, running and yelling. There is something out there killing other hunters, and it's big. I think it may be Bigfoot. Both rangers turned and started laughing. Sorry, bud, we don't have big feet around here. The other ranger turns, still laughing.
They'll all be eaten up by the werewolves.